working single parent trying to juggle it all, career, kids, and your sanity, this video is your guide to thriving and not just surviving. I'm going to be sharing with you 5 proven tips to help you manage work, parent effectively, and still have your peace of mind. And today you'll walk away with strategies you can start using today. If you're new here, I'm Justina, a single parent, a professional, and someone who knows what it's like to juggle career, parenting, ministry work, and life. So today we're going to be talking about something very close to my heart: how to parent as a working single mother. Be honest, it's not easy. You wake up tired, you go to bed exhausted, and if you're like me, you're still wondering, am I still doing enough for my child? But today I am actually going to be sharing with you how you can shift from surviving parents to somebody who is actually thriving. My 5 life-changing tips that work even when you have a schedule that is so insane, busy. It's a hustle. It's not easy. Promise that by the time we're done, you'll have practical steps that you can start using today to bring peace, to bring balance and joy back into this our wonderful parenting journey. My first tip today that I want us to discuss is to try to create a predictable routine, not a perfect one. I keep saying this and I cannot stress it, that parenting is not about being perfect. Kids do not want perfection. No, they just want something that you do and you do it in a consistently manner, and we do it predictably. What they need is predictability. That is what they need. When your child knows exactly what to expect, it really reduces their anxiety, both for them and also for you as well. So I'm encouraging you to start small. Maybe mornings are always breakfast and a quick chat. Evenings, dinner, and a 10 minutes catch up before bed. It doesn't have to be Pinterest perfect. No, it doesn't. It just needs to be consistent, because consistency builds connection and connections builds confidence. So here's a quick reflection. As I go along, I'm going to just drop in some little bit of reflection question. What is that small routine that you can say to yourself, I can be able to do that? Maybe it's chat in the morning. In the mornings are crazy. You're always wanting to go to work, getting the kids ready for school. You don't have time to bond. Even in the evening, you come back from work, you're exhausted. Maybe you have to go through, do the shopping, come to start prepping for lunch, prepping for breakfast, prepping to do so many things. You're always on the go. So I would love to hear from you. What is that small routine that you can make non-negotiable this week? Drop it in the comments. I would really love to hear from you. And then tip number 2 is we need to let go of our guilt. Sometimes guilt really is, we're always second guessing ourselves. Are we really loving? Are we really being there for our children? You need to believe that you're doing better than you think. You are doing better. You need to believe that. Being a single parent is not easy. Going to work doesn't make you a bad parent. It makes you a responsible one. And sometimes I find that because we work, like me, I've been a director for over 16 years, we carry that guilt. I'm always traveling. You think to yourself, am I spending enough time? Am I at home enough? Am I missing in my child life? So it's really not easy. We often carry so many guilt within us, and we need to know that. We need to let go of this guilt and be rest assured that we are doing better than we think. One thing that our kids really remember is how you make them feel when you're present. Sometimes you can be at home. I've seen parents who are in the same house with their kids, but they have no connection. Mommy is still busy from work. I was like that. I come home with my laptop. I'll still be working. I'll still be, organizing so many other things. So instead of being available all the time, focus on being fully present. 10 focused minutes of laughter, gisting, listening, or playing, that can build a lifetime of security because you're bonding, you're actually connecting with your child at that moment. My third tip is something I stole from my executive life. I plan my week like a CEO because you're CEO of your life and you're CEO of that child's life as well. You are the CEO of your home. So treat your time very valuable because it is. Sunday, I do what I call a parents power hour. I mapped out all my week, all my meals for the week, all my school prep, my work meetings, my self-care moments, my content moments, what videos am I going to be making this week in terms of what clothes will I be wearing. I make sure that I plan my week. So during that hour, my parents power hour, I make sure that everything that I need for the week is ready. Because if something is not planned, trust me, it gets hijacked. And it gets hijacked by things that are not serious or tangible enough. And don't let life happen to you. Design it for you. And yes, that includes time for you as well. Because you don't want to be a parent that is so burnt out and you can't pour into anything. You can't pour into anyone. Sometimes we plan better for our professional life and then we don't use that same skill and bringing it in our home life. And if we plan the way that we plan at work, you will see the great difference that you will make in your home life as well. And tip number 4, build your support tribe. You cannot do this journey alone. Single parenting, you cannot. I cannot stress this. You need to have your crew. You need to have your girls. You need to have your tribe around you. Let's normalize this. Asking for help is not weakness. It is not about you being weak. It is wisdom. Whether it's from another parent from school, whether it's from a friend. Exchange school pickups, share meals, you pray together, you encourage one another. You really need somebody in your circle. You really need that time when things get a little bit too much. You need someone that you can reach out to. And you need that space as well where you can vent. Sometimes all you need to do is just to find somebody that could just give you that shoulder to lean on and even to cry on as well. And there's no shame in that. So asking for help is not about you showing your weakness. The only thing I would say, just be very wise in who you go to do that to. You cannot do that to everybody. So you need to be very intentional. You need to be very focused spiritually on who you're going to asking for help. Because you don't want tomorrow that same person spreading stuff around about you or taking your business everywhere. So you need to be very, very intentional on who you're actually bringing into your space or giving yourself to ask for help as well. Even the strongest single parents, you cannot do it alone. And the truth is, you're not meant to. You need family, you need friends, you need somebody that you can trust, you need your own circle. I really live on this. I have my group of people, my go-to people. Your child doesn't need a superhero. Fifth tip is you need to be able to focus on progress and not on perfection. There will be days that things will be messy. You will forget things. You will cry in the car sometimes. And that's okay. You go through the motions. The goal is not about you being perfect. No, it's about progress. Every little step that you make. Ask yourself every week, what worked well last week? What can I improve this week? What things can I let go of? I do that in my professional life. I do that with my team. We analyze, we review what worked well, what did not go well, what should we stop doing, start doing, continue doing. And I bring that in my home life. Because one thing I have realized in this journey of parenting is not a race, relationship that grows as you do. From baby to toddler, so the minute the parenting is growing, your relationship is growing. and you're also growing as well. Now I'm a mother of a teenage boy. It's new to me, and I have to ensure that I learn all these skills to meet up with that demand of those teenage years as well. Every small wins counts, and you need to learn to celebrate it. If you got your child to talk about their day, it's a win. So parenting is not a race, it's a relationship that grows as you do as well. And if you took 10 minutes for yourself, oh, that's a big win. I could do it 10 minutes to myself. That is a win to celebrate. So every small win counts. Celebrate it. Be happy. So here's a promise I really want to leave with you today. You can thrive as a working single parent, not by doing more, no, but by doing what matters the most. When you build your routines, you release guilt, you plan intentionally, you seek support, and you focus on progress. And then guess what? Peace follows. Peace always creates space for joy. When you have peace, you're happy, you're calm. So, peace, the ultimate destination for us as a single parent, or in whether it's parenting or co-parenting, any form of parenting relationship, your ultimate goal is peace, because you want to be in that space of joy. You want to be in that space when you are relaxed, you're not tense, you're not shouting, you're not yelling, you're not losing yourself. And I would really love to hear from you. I really want to know which of these tips you think you will try this week. Comments below. Let's start engaging. Start talking to me. I like when I get comments. I like when I am also challenged as well. Maybe you're doing other things as well that you would want to also share. Let's share, because we're exchanging. What is working for you may be working for somebody else, or maybe it's not working for you. Maybe you've tried it, it did not work for me. I really would like to hear from you. So if this video spoke to you, share it with another single parent who needs a little comfort and a little hope today. And remember, you are not alone. You are seen, you are valued, and you are doing better than you think. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. It's very important that you comment. Until next time, keep thriving, happy parenting, and keep parenting with purpose. Till next time, take care of yourself, stay blessed, and stay inspired. Bye.